chaos again on the campus at UCLA. We were there as riot police cleared almost all of the protesters out. Tonight, calm is returning to the campus.
We have live team coverage. Fox 11's Ed Lascos tonight at UCLA. Marla Tea is hearing from the Israeli consul general of LA here in our studio. Let's begin, though, with Ed.
And it is relatively quiet here on campus this late hour after another wild scene here. Yet another encampment, the takeover of a building. That brings yet another showdown with LAPD, triggering more chaos on campus. Watch. Thursday night, UCLA. A bike used for crowd control, now being used by the crowd against security. It's the pro-Palestinian protest on campus, round 2. Skirmish lines as LAPD goes on a citywide tactical alert, moving in to clear away the barricades, and yet another encampment, this one set up outside Kirchhoff Hall.
This is peaceful. This is our property. We're here to stop allowing the institution to wrongfully use our money for paying the tuition to support a war.
The encampment broken up. That sends the protesters on the move, marching right through campus and an attempted takeover of Murphy Hall. Then the crowd surges on another nearby building, this time targeting Dodd Hall and seemingly taking it over, staging a sit-in, vandalizing a wall, covering over our camera to keep you from seeing their vandalism. Then, check this, tying ropes around door handles as part of their takeover to control the building. It ends when protesters in the lobby are threatened with arrest by LAPD. Officers inside now with their riot gear. The crowd moves out, the building cleared out as the protesters are pushed out by security.
Back up to the side.
Now you're looking live. Dodd Hall, what a difference a few hours makes. It is quiet. The demonstrators all gone. All of the entrances being guarded by private security. As for all this craziness earlier, no arrest, no reports of anybody being seriously hurt. But as many of the protesters were leaving a few hours ago, they vowed to be back here again on campus first thing in the morning. For now, we're live here, UCLA. Back to the west side we go.
Those people on the video who formed the blockade, have they been disciplined?
This is being investigated, and we'll see what happens with the disciplinary process.
Any of these people in jail?
Can I finish my statement?
No. Are any of these people in jail? Are any of these people arrested?
LAPD is working on trying to identify the people who were assailants that evening.
This hearing on Capitol Hill happening at the same time today. Lawmakers grilling UCLA's chancellor over how he handled a violent mob attack there last month.
And new reaction tonight from the Israeli consul general of Los Angeles. He joined us here for our 6 o'clock news tonight. Fox 11's Marla Tea has that part of our story. Marla.
Alex, we first asked Israeli Consul General Israel Bahar about what's happening locally on university campuses. He calls it a threefold failure.
Which is academic failure, managerial failure, and moral failure. Because this anti-Semitism, it's a smoldering anti-Semitism that was there for a long time, and now it's just erupting after the October 7th.
Consul General Bahar says hate speech is not free speech and it should not be tolerated in any setting. Now, on the issue of criticism of the war, he says Israel should not stop until Hamas has been eradicated. Here's his definition of what that really means.
It is to dismantle the military capability to endanger Israel and to repeat October 7th. We are not naive. We know we cannot kill every terrorist. It's not going to happen.
Is there an end to this in terms of, do you have a timeline, how close that would be?
And hopefully in a few weeks, the main chunk of the military campaign is going to be over.
Now, he estimates the Israeli push into Rafah will intensify over the next few weeks and says in about 2 months, the war could be over. It's been more than 7 months since Hamas killed about 1,200 people at the Nova Music Festival. Now, since then, the Gaza Health Ministry reports that death toll on the Palestinian side sits at almost 36,000. And then, of course, Alex, there's still the hostages that have been held since October the 7th. Originally 250 held. There was a ceasefire deal at one point, and now more than 125 hostages still being held.
And it's hard, he says, for them to know in terms of how they're doing fleeing. They don't really have almost any communication with them.
They have no communication, so it's not clear how many of those are still alive.
Yeah, and they believe 5 Americans being held hostage right now. Marla, thank you.